Okay, this is the seventh quote video from John F. Kennedy about leadership. So, without further ado, let's jump to the quote. All mothers want their sons to grow up to be president, but they don't want them to become politicians in the process. I think this quote is very interesting to explore. So before we go further, I need to explain what the politics is because we have a bad assumption about politics, especially the people of Indonesia. They perceive Indonesian politics as being worse. As we know, politics is not something bad or terrible things. Politics is a good thing. It's like a system or place or another word. Politics is a person's attempt to accomplish goals, particularly to acquire power. So here I provide definition from Wikipedia. Politics is the set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations among individuals, such as the distribution of resource or status. In a sense, one can practice politics in a morally upright and ethical way. Politics is not always about terrible things. Bad politics result from someone or someone desiring to further their interests by any means necessary. The key idea is that the political system, positive and negative aspects, are returned to the politicians themselves. I believe that in order to produce good and right politics, one must apply existing norms. If one can do this, bad politics can be avoided. According to the SECDA, political ethics should be the primary rule, along with civil, thoughtful politics and putting the interests of the country and the states above those of parties and groupings. Politicians must put a priority on ethics and morality, one of which is dialogue, maturity, and the ability to put aside individual or group interests. I think that's all for additional information. I hope this will be useful. Now let's jump to the other quotes. Forgive your enemies, but never forget their name. Our progress as a nation can be no swifter than our progress in education. The human mind is our fundamental resource. I think this quote requires exploration. So the progress of a country is very dependent on the ability of its human resources. Then social and political stability, government management, mastery of science and technology, as well as the creativity and innovation of its human resources, because the human resource present the key aspect of social economic development, prosperity, and competitiveness of each nation, due to the fact that contribute to increasing of employment, to the development of working places, and raise living standard for citizens. A child miseducated is a child lost. I'm totally agree with this quote, because children who are improperly educated by their parents, that will be experiencing negative consequences, such as difficulty making decision, less intelligence in forming social connection, disruptions in physical development, and unstable emotional states, which leads them to frequently disobey their parents. Which increases the more our ignorance unfolds. The supreme reality of our time is the vulnerability of this planet. The, sup- the time to repair the roof is when the sun shining.